Episode 6, everybody, we are back, and today we are playing Age of Empires 2 HD. This is a 2013 remastered release of the original game that came out in 1999. Back then it was called the Age of Kings, and I think that this includes an expansion as well. I haven't really gotten that far into it, but this, like I said, it's a re-release. All they did was they went back in, improved some of the graphics, touched it up a little bit. There's not too much in the way of graphical settings included. Apparently, if you are using full screen mode, which we are, the game actually uses your desktop resolution, which is uncommon these days. But I'm in 1920 by 1080. We're using our NVIDIA Quadro FX 5600 for this game. But we are able to play it with all anti-aliasing and everything turned on, so that's nice. Again, that's a workstation card. It's not made for gaming, so it's pretty impressive that we can run this game with all the pretty minor settings turned on. There's nothing crazy in here. It's not on like 8 times anti-aliasing for everything, but shadows and render 3D water are both turned on. So that said, not much has really changed in the way of gameplay from the original release back in 1999. At least not that I really noticed. I used to play Age of Empires: The Rise of Rome back when it was on the Windows 98 Second Edition disc. They included a demo of it on there. I played that game a lot. They had a skirmish mode in there that you could just keep playing for hours, so that's what I did. That's what I usually do in an RTS game. I just play skirmish. This game does have that. You can go to single player and play through the campaigns or just a standard game. So what we're going to do today is actually just play through a tutorial mission. The tutorial in this is the story of William Wallace. If you've ever seen Braveheart, same story as that. So we're going to play through the final mission in the tutorial campaign. Just to see, mostly to see how the graphics look and everything like that, because like I said, nothing much has changed in the way of gameplay. If you played the original release, you've played this for the most part. Our next episode, we're going to be looking at Age of the Empires 3, so that's going to be a little bit more in depth. But it does give you some story, some background. As far as I know, they try to be factually accurate in this, so could be a good alternative to history class if you hated high school. Blah blah blah, assault the English castle. We attack Longshanks. Yeah, let's do it. So you can skip that if you don't want to watch it. I've played through this, so I know kind of the best way to do it. I'll try to talk you guys through it as we go. Right now I know that they're going to send some troops down here to attack this tower. My base is up here. The enemy base is to the south of us down here in this unexplored territory. Now that we have those guys en route, we will assign our gatherers. So we're getting some wood. These are our resources up here. So you have wood, food from the farms, gold from the gold mines, and stone from the stone mines. Oh, you can see we didn't even get an alert that we were under attack, but it looks like they did kill 2 red soldiers. So now that we defended our oh, and there's some more. Sweet. So you get to see them fillet their enemies. There we go. It's important to get everybody down there, not just the cavalry in time, because those are pikemen, and they will destroy your cavalry if you let them. So they're going to roll in this battering ram. We have to kind of back up. They have some towers back behind this wall, so if we get too close right now, we will get killed. Let's shoot this guy with our crossbowman. The battering ram is actually resistant against arrows, so we have to get right up close to it. And once you do that, it's a pushover. So we really have to defend this straight, and I'll show you why in a second. We're gonna... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Kill that guy. Okay. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna set them into stand your ground mode. Which just means that they won't actually move from their spots. The archers will do everything that they can to keep people from coming across there, and there's enough of them down there that that should work. So, why it's important to defend there. That is the only crossing on this river, and I believe this is actually the ocean. So, at least for now, that's the only way that they'll try to get across. If you played this mission long enough, they may send a boat or two across, but we're not going to go that far. Being Age of Empires, it's pretty important to keep track of what age your city is in. Right now we're in the feudal age. If you take a look down here, I just clicked on our town center, and it gives us the option to advance to the castle age. We're going to click that. It's going to cost us 800 food and 200 gold, which you actually have right from the start of the game. I should have done that then. And once we go to the castle age, we're going to be able to actually build our castle, and we'll get some more objectives from doing that. So that's pretty important. We're also going to need some increased stone mining. No, I guess we won't. We won't need that. We may need some better food production though. So plus 75 foods, they last longer. I kind of wanted, do we have a market? I really want to speed up my food production, not just increase the yields of the farm, but we'll do that. We'll queue up some of these farms because they will actually, they have a limited amount of food at each farm. So once they get farmed out, they have to be rebuilt. Yep, they're still holding that down there. That's good. You can see it's tracking our progress to the castle age. So I mean, if you take a look, the textures are pretty sharp. You can see the, I don't know what the hell is that, straw? Some kind of fiber on their roofs and stuff. You make it out pretty well. So the HD remaster went pretty well. All of the sounds are just like I remember. Ooh. Once we hit the castle age, I'm going to pull everybody off of what they're doing so that we can build our castle. Everybody's coming to do that. One thing I like about Age of Empires is you can have more than one worker on a project, and that does increase the rate at which it's constructed. A lot of games don't allow you to do that, and I hate it. This is one of the first RTSs I played, so whenever I encountered something that was a little bit different in like StarCraft or Command & Conquer or something like that, I always kind of was biased towards this. I like having multiple workers on a project, things like that. So once they're done, and they almost are, call them off, get them back where they're going. And so now that we built our castle, we're going to get some scripted reinforcements here. This is actually William Wallace and his little personal crew. They're going to come help us out. So we will move these guys over here, move these two over here, and we will send these guys to reinforce. And right now we actually have enough manpower to just overthrow the entire, I don't know, what are they, the British? But it wants us to create 10 World Raiders, so we'll do that. And those guys get made pretty quick. Let's actually change the rally point here, down to here. We will intercept that guy. Move these three that were already generated down here as well. Okay. Another good thing about this game, which I believe was true back in the day as well, you can control a lot of units at one time. You can see we have quite a ways to go there on our unit list. That was another thing. I think StarCraft 1 had a very limited number of units you could control at any one time, so you had to kind of have multiple groups and do that stuff. This game does support multiple groups as well. So Control 1 lets you assign a unit group. If we want to separate our cavalry out, we can do that, so we have some faster units. They will slow themselves down to the same speed as the slowest unit to kind of keep their group together. It does give you some more advanced functions like unit formations, so they will align themselves correctly and do a formation. I don't know exactly how they decide this. I know that they just put William Wallace, the hero unit, at the middle, which is weird because he's the strongest one out of all of them. So I don't know how that's decided, but it does give you some pretty cool formations that you can play with. Like you saw earlier when I set them to stand your ground, they do give you stance is what that's called. I don't know. Formation, stance. Is that guy dead yet? Jeez. I don't want these guys getting that far away. Come back. Everybody is part of Group 1 again. And Group 1. I apologize if I'm sniffling. I have a little nose issue going on. So like I said, we have enough manpower at this point. We're just gonna go for the win. We're gonna attack this gate right here. My fingers are crossed that they're gonna be stupid and actually try and send somebody to stop me. Somebody that has to actually walk up to me like this guy. This guy is gonna ruin it for everybody. Because when he walks up, they have to open the gate, and the gate won't close until the last person gets through. There's a little bit of a delay, and then boom! Oh, we are in their base. We are going to take these towers out, and they are going to be screwed. We don't even have to do this at this point. This is just because it's fun. We could run right to their castle and just destroy them. As you can see, my little crossbowmen back there, forming a little line, shooting from their range. Our woad raiders are coming in close, smacking that stuff. These guys are going over here because they can't actually base that. That's one thing about medieval and like the Roman RPGs and stuff. Your units have to be able to base for the most part. So you can actually fill a building fairly quickly. But it's no big deal. We have plenty of DPS. Again, take a look at the grass. You can see the blood on them. It's HD. It's obviously not the best looking game I've ever seen in my life, but it's certainly a far cry from where the game started in 1999. And this is the last objective, guys. I mean, just take down this castle. Now, again, this was a tutorial mission, so we wouldn't expect anything too difficult. Damn, that pikeman is burly. Oh, there's another one. Get him, quick! I'm gonna kill him before the game ends. Okay, guys, that's about it. We'll be back next week with episode 7. That's going to be Age of Empires 3. It'll be Age of Empires 3. And so I'll see you then. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to playing this.